Now, what's it doing? Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Welcome once again to Sassy Ladies Talk with Yafoda Tobra, the author of Reflections for a Thirsty Soul and The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. Today, as always, Auntie Ya will read just a snippet of the Reflections for a Thirsty Soul, and then we'll start with the actual topic for today from The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. And today it's learn to be kind to yourself. So, and my name is Yabwatma Russell. And then our sister Amajo Shaila. And we also have a guest. You'll see her soon. She just got up. She's Victoria Lamte. So, yeah,
Uh-huh.
let's go.
Okay, so I'm going to read from Reflections for a Thirsty Soul, page 157, Timeout. The term timeout has most often always been synonymous with punishment, getting that fussy, difficult child to go sit in the corner. It is always long enough for them to settle themselves down and continue with whatever they were doing before the meltdown, and meltdown in quotes. When was the last time you had a timeout? Not punishment by any means, but just sitting quietly doing nothing. Of course, that is likely unheard of for most people, including myself. Well, today I had a timeout. It was not something I had planned, it just happened by accident, or should I say forgetfulness. I will leave it there and go and share. So over to you, ladies.
Could you let me in with the other ones? Oh, it went off. Okay, never mind.
Okay. All right.
Yes. So timeout. That's a deliberate timeout.
Mhm.
Not like the ones that we give our kids. Amajo, what comes to mind?
I think my time matter, my working time.
Yeah, what?
I think my time matter, my working time, because I take a time to work out. To me, that's my time out.
When you're not working.
My time, my time off is when I get out to walk.
Oh, walk. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
When I go walking, that's my time out. Because that's the only time I will not. That's the only time I will not talk to anybody apart from me saying hi to people on the street. I'm away from my phone and I'm just doing my thinking. So to me, that's my time out.
Oh wow.
I know. I'm trying to good. Good. That is much better.
So I want to say something about this. The time out thing. I started the time out thing about I can say maybe 6 years ago. When I first came here and started working at the university. I think I read something about this time out thing. Yeah, time out, and it worked very well, and it brings your sanity back. Here's what I do. Normally, like from work, you have to go do shopping. I do a lot of cooking at home as well. Go shopping, go and do this and that. And then by the time I get home, I'm so tired. So I decided consciously, intentionally, from work straight home. I don't go straight home, no matter what I have to do. I come home, and at a point in life, mine's in Toronto, and I was here. And when you call me, I won't even pick up the phone. And so around a certain time when my husband called, he said, "Oh, were you rewinding?" I call it rewinding. And I give myself that 1 hour sitting down, doing nothing, not responding to my phone, just sitting there. And then it will be nice if you can quiet your mind, but I can't quiet my mind. So everything is going through my mind, but I just sit down. And it's the best thing that you can do for yourself. Trying to give yourself that time. I have practiced it for a long time. And now what I'm doing is because I'm not working, I do it the first thing when I wake up in the morning. Intentionally, I wake up in the morning, sit down, smile to myself, and then think of all the good things that are going to happen to me just for 15 minutes before I go pee. 15 minutes, or you go pee and come back. 15 minutes, and it brings you back to, like, it's crazy. And then you start thinking about all the right things. And then for the first 1 hour of the day, I don't listen to the news. I don't listen to Corona. I don't listen to anything that's going to be negative. It's me, my grandson. I'm going to do dishes, or I start cooking like crazy.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
The key word is intentional, because I think it's very difficult to do.
Yeah,
To
it takes a while.
Anything at all. Auntie, yeah.
Yes.
Why did you write that in your book? Did something happen?
Yeah, well, what had happened is that day I went downstairs to get breakfast at work. So I'm in the food court, and then as I was going down the escalator, I realized that I didn't have my phone. I'd left my phone upstairs. And usually I bring my personal phone with me because you don't know. Sometimes things happen. People get stuck on the elevators, and it could be your turn to get stuck. So then I realized, okay, I'm going to put in the order. But when I put it in, usually I go and then I look at my phone or do whatever. When I realized it, I said, it doesn't matter. Let me just sit quietly. And I sat down quietly with, doing nothing, just sitting there. So it's in the rest of the story, but it's, I couldn't read. So, yeah. So I'm just saying that you have to be conscious, like do it. Hello, Missy. Happy Mother's Day. I'm done sharing, so we can, actually, I didn't share too much.
Okay. I didn't know.
There's some feedback somewhere.
10 minutes for another program.
Okay.
10 minutes, Kai.
Okay, so today our topic is learn to be kind to yourself. And as we do it every week, we're just going to go paragraph by paragraph, and then we'll talk about it. And then we might not be able to finish, but you have to get the book to know the rest of whatever is in this chapter. So here we go. Are you a woman plagued by the superwoman syndrome? Learn to take a step back and give yourself a break. I call it being kind to yourself.
Yeah, before we continue, I wanted to say that, like today is Mother's Day, and there's no particular topic that like fits the occasion, but this is close. This is hello, Mr. Mercer.
Oh, hi.
Happy Mother's Day to Mrs. too, okay? Yes. I was saying, it's like the reason I picked this topic is that we, the women, there's a lot that we do and we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. So this is a good topic to talk about so that people stop and take stock and say, hey, I'm overdoing it. It's okay. Let me breathe. I'm not perfect. Let me take a break. Mm-hmm. So yeah, carry on.
Okay. I need to ask some questions on the first paragraph, and that's the superwoman syndrome. Mm-hmm. What do you think that is? Is it our upbringing, or what makes us feel like we have to be superwomen?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not something that we just got, but we download. It was downloaded. Like right now, I've learned to use that word. We downloaded those things from our parents when we were growing up. The way we were brought up in Africa. Mommy wakes up in the morning. My grandmother will have to go to the market, distance, and go to the market. She have to travel. She goes. There's no break. I never saw my grandmother sitting down having a break. My grandmother used to work 7 days a week. She'd go to a church called Faith Tabernacle, only on Sundays. So she goes to church at 9:30 to 11:45, straight to the market. And she used to be a queen mother at the market. She traveled to go buy her stuff from now Kasoa, that is like a closed town, was a very far away where you have to go buy her stuff. When fish is in season, she's smoking fish. And we never saw our parents take that break. It was after we have traveled to the Western world that we realized that a woman takes a break. and then one area of the stress and everything about this, our grandmothers were not using, how can I say, when I'm standing there and cooking, I can stand there and cook for 24 hours without getting tired. Till I sit down, then I realize that I'm tired. Our grandmothers were not sitting down to do anything. They do the cooking everything. I mean, the whole day. The only time that he has a break is when he has to close her eyes and sleep. So now in the Western world, we are doing the mental thing. The example that I want to give you is, I am a chef. I can stand there 12 hours and cook without getting tired. And then I need 45 minutes to order my stuff. Sitting down and looking at, I need 2 bags of tomatoes. I need 6 bags of carrots. I need 3 bags of potatoes. By the time I do that 45 minutes, I'm so exhausted. So that told me how we feel like the men get exhausted because they are using, when you use your brain for 45 minutes, sitting down, writing and concentrating, especially on this thing, you get it suck a lot out of you. So that is why we need, I think this is the best topic I've ever heard by Black people trying to talk about it.
Yeah.
So
and I'm going to come in
about it.
Because the way I look at it is the same thing. Like even here in this society, we have type A personalities. There are some people who just go. But in our culture, for me, to that pressure of, what Sister Vic said, I relate, because you go, some of these women, some of our relatives, the whole day they are standing in the kitchen. For me, that is not my cup of tea. I have other things that I want to do. So you plan your time. Like if I'm going to spend 3 hours. And the thing too is that our food too is not easy to cook. It's these things that you have to cook for a long time. Why don't you just make a sandwich?
We just make sandwich.
Your sandwich being a dinner, like, we don't. This is how I look at it. It's like Emma, like we're like workhorses. We're workhorse. A Jumaura. It's too much. Yeah, it's too much. And we don't, and the thing too is that we don't give ourselves a break. It's we, the women, who also judge other women who we think are not doing things a certain way like us. Amajo, come in there. Any thoughts?
You just mentioned our food. Like, if I cook food, I'm always saying I think we kind of eat the hardest, longest time to cook food in the world.
Yeah. Like, really? Oh.
And it's such a job. You have to spend, I think you can spend all day cooking just one food and you don't get
Exactly. Like, what is the point? And then you have some men who come and look at you like you are a lazy woman, and then your place is to be in the kitchen or not doing those things. Like, what is all that?
After you get the food.
Jose?
After you serve the food, my late husband was saying, "Na big one part 3 I'm to made me send a back card, you know." You know, before I will run, when I first came to Canada, I'll run and go. And you know, we are sitting here, the cabinet is right here, and he's sitting right here. Now, then I run. After 3 months in Canada, I told Kofi, went to me and Koyana for a second car. And then what was right there? I say, what are you doing? Who's your woman? Me fa me senki ka me say papa my bread. Went to me and Koyana for a second car.
That's all.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day, Aisha. And one or no, that's so hilarious.
I know.
What is keeping it real?
I mean, a lot of people. I just there's a girl that I was talking to a while ago.
Aisha.
Why did she left the husband? She left the husband because of this. Because this guy decided she wants Ghana style marriage. We were patchouli now, baby. Patchouli is only over one side. Why is he sweating? You have to be dabbing the sweat. Yes.
Welcome to the slave world.
Come on, it's getting into me. Yeah, this is reality. No, this is reality. Go to all. I am going to try to get this on all the Ghanaian groups that I have, if we have to do it, because we are not looking at this as something very important that we need. Okay, people think that oh, Auntie Vicky, oh yeah, no, I refuse to do all those. So when you start refusing, and how did I get it? I read it from so many people. I have about 3,000 books that I've read just to get a little bit for me to survive. So this is really, really nice. And now it's not like here they are talking about it. You will understand it to help you.
Yes.
So this is a really, 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 really beautiful thing to do for the next generation to do that. You can't do it all. You are not a giant. You are not also Africa.
Let me read Miss Love's comment. I'll say I have my book here with me too, and I'm on point. Love this book very much, and I can't put it down. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Love Johnson. Appreciate your comments. I do Adosti, happy Mother's Day to all of the super mothers. God bless you. And Chai, this OS was what I say, real talk. I refuse to die foolish death crap. Ajua. Okay, yeah, you can continue.
Okay.
Be mindful of the time. I see a break here at 5:30.
Okay. Auntie Vic mentioned reading, and that's one of our problems. We don't, even those who like to read or know how to read, don't read. And that's one of the big problems. And you might not learn anything because, I don't know. Okay, someone says stop watching African movies and read, or apportion your time. Someone read African movies.
Or stop listening to Facebook fights and read.
No, I'm not done.
Okay. I want to say something a little bit about reading. I'll tell you something. You see me, I went to school and I did a common entrance and then passed at Form 2. And then Form 2, I wanted to be a journalist. My mother, Joanna Corday, we didn't have the money to take me to pay that fees for me. My teacher had to pay for 2 years secondary school for me. And then the same teacher came and said, oh, Victoria, I don't think your mom can afford it, so go to typing school. Pitmans and whatever. And I did that. Even that, the woman couldn't still afford it. So halfway through, I had to stop the school. So I did 2 years secondary school, 2 years commercial school, and then stop. But because I want to do what I want to do, I read. And the book that I read when I was 15 years old is what is helping me right now. I read anything. There's no topic that will bring up that I cannot discuss with you. Because at the university, I bribe people, they throw books away. If you are throwing away and it's about education, give it to me. I have about 3,000 books. I didn't pay for it. I got them for free, and I read. And trust me,
What is your friend over there?
Person he asked me, I want to take you to London. Was you've never traveled before? I said no. He said no. I'm buying you a ticket. That's how I end up in London. And then here, I read anything. Read it. Because all your power, that's why we are behind the way we are. Everything is in the book.
Yes.
Everything is in the book, my sister.
Sister Vic, they said if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book.
Put it in the book. And it is 100% true. Ask Abra here. Christmas time, whatever, don't get me anything. Get me books. You know, that's what I do. And I don't regret it. So what we are talking about today, I have gone through it and I practice it and it works like a charm. Give yourself that break. Thank you.
Let me read Missy's comment here. It says, it's because we grew up seeing our mothers doing almost everything in the house, and the only duty of man was to go to work and make money. But coming to this side of our world, both men and women go and come, and compromising must be inclusive to make a marriage work. There's nothing like superwoman. Don't kill yourself, women. Thank you. Some men expect you to kill yourself. So
That's bam, bam. Okay, so we'll go to the
if you are not cooking, then you are not a woman.
I know, you're lazy. You don't clean yourself.
Oh yeah, Kwadro, you are a woman, so you should always be working hard like a donkey.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm a joker.
I'm sure the boys are bugging her. And let's go on to the next paragraph, and then we'll talk about some practical ways to go about this, because we can say they should do this, that, and that, but if we don't break it down, it will be difficult. So,
okay. Who can we go for the break and before we come and answer the question?
All right. Feel like you need to do it all. Stop trying to be a heroine. There are limits to your strength. You are only human. Learn to delegate or leave some things for another day. Be kind to yourself. And here, I think we should talk about the delegating. How do you go about that? Especially in an example like Auntie Vic gave. If you're in a marriage like that, how do you delegate? How do you go about?
Okay, I'll say something. I used to work with Holtz Renfrew, one of the top selling book apparel stores in Canada here. So the baby T-shirt is $350. Baby T-shirt, the newborn baby T-shirt at Holtz Renfrew. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. It's downtown.
Yeah. It's close now.
Okay, and I have this lady. Like, how do we do it? I have this lady. As soon as we go on break, she picks up the phone. There were no support. Kofi, what? Sorry. I say, Mama, sorry. Hey, Coco Jare, now you're ready. Ati, and Kodo, Coco Jare, now you're ready. He'll be on the phone. Kofi Ko Jare, now you're ready. Kofi Ko Jare, now you're ready. Kofi say the break will be over. Then we go in. Do you think this kid is doing what the mother is saying? So when they say, Auntie Anestina, Oba no wahu, on yarin ko, Obe Jina ho, now Uncle School, Opia, now Jerome the pipe kitty, Yaman, say, Pacomo to hey, we, Obe not to we. So this is what we do. When we come here, we need the money so much that we forget that the kids that we have here needs our attention.
Yes.
Okay. How do we give ourselves that break when you are standing at the factory and talking to your son to get ready? How do we get to that? But it's all education, because the intention that we came from Africa with is and without thinking, say that's a Dana Wuka Cosino, Obia in Kodem.
Yes.
Mama, say that again. Say that again. Say
Auntie
that
Vic,
again.
wait a minute, Auntie Vic, hold your thoughts. Your time for break now, but to make two comments now. Sister Aisha said most of us don't love reading. A growing body of research indicates that reading literally changes the mind. Using MRI scans, researchers have confirmed that reading involves a complex network of circuits and signals in the brain. As your reading ability matures, those networks also get stronger and more sophisticated. sophisticated. And you're doing a whoop. As Sister Aisha put it, oh my days. iPhone, most times we're changing my word to ABBA. So OS was supposed to be this. When there's hot discussion going on, I don't have time to roof it. Well, it's 5:27. You know, I'll just do the break now and then we'll come back. There's some feedback.
Break in how many minutes?
Oh, I'll phone in 1 minute.
Where are you? I'm going to Channel America.
So we are back, and the book again is from The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. It's on Innovi Books. The Amazon link is down right now. I'll share that later. And my other book is Reflections for. The other book is Reflections for a Thirsty Soul. So since it's commercial hour, we're going to go through. Yeah, please take it away.
Yes. Oh yeah. Russell Haynes is all about 100% natural beauty and health solutions. We have natural enzymes, peptides, natural skincare products. So hit me up on all social media platforms. It's at Russell Haynes. Okay.
Cool. Okay, Amajo, we're coming over to you. Whoops. Give me a sec. Amajo.
Hello. Try my kitchen food and tell a friend to tell a friend. Shila's Kitchen. You can order online or give me a shot. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go to, there's a lot of noise feedback. If I can get you to please mute yourself if it's coming from you. Then, okay. So I'm going over here to our other sisters. So let me see. sageshea.com. So Miss Sage, she's in the US. Go to this website. She has a variety of shea butter products and also African prints and jewelry. It's very, very lovely items. She doesn't ship to Canada yet, but you can get it in the US. She's working on that. So Canadians, keep waiting. Lunchtime talks with Sister Womrekua. That is 1 p.m. UK time. Sister Womrekua comes on sometimes on this site to help us in or join our discussions. And there's EPA Worldwide by Miss Sister Mamle Yoko Godwins. It's about parental alienation. So it's a very good website for parents, you know, that whole situation of divorce and just the process that it involves. It's very educational. And our dear sister, Miss Aisha Ankara, who's been such a great support of this book. She does Juice Plus and Avon. She's in the UK, so you can DM her, like contact her through Messenger for your needs. Dreamers and Visionaries with Pastor Patience Edwards. That's Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I am part of that class, and it is just absolutely amazing. If you are interested in personal growth and development, which I know, oops, I forgot my sister here, Sister Adjo Domensa. So on Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, which is 4:30 our time, she does a program. It's different topics, all kinds of educative topics. And Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, which is 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, our time here. She does a marriage program with Reverend Samuel Okosto from Ghana. Very, very inspirational. We are learning a lot. So do join us on these programs. And as I was saying, I hope I've got everybody. So
Yes.
the Amazon link for The Beauty of a Woman's Heart is currently down. It's being fixed, so it should be up and running within the next couple of days. But otherwise, you can get it on Innovi Books, and that is what I have on the link right on the banner right there. So with that, we shall go back to our topic. Yeah, you can continue. Thank you. Let's see.
Are your thoughts?
Is it my turn?
Yeah. Okay. Let me just summarize and then you
Yeah, just summarize.
Okay. Okay. So far we've been talking about learning to be kind to yourself, taking time for yourself, and not trying to be a superwoman. I guess superwoman should have a different definition. You should be able to do both. Take time, because it's not easy also taking time and having a quiet time for yourself. But before we went on the commercial break, we were talking about the practical way to delegate, and Auntie Victoria was giving us her nuggets. So let's get back to her.
Okay, so I appreciate this class or this talk because we've never had the opportunity to think that we have to do things for ourselves, right? And let's take a car. Don't you take your car for engine change and this, that. It's the same vessel here. We have the same vessel here. So you are inspired by whatever is within you that you have to think to move your arm, you know, and then your brain, and then the engine works. And then if you have to stop, you have to step on the brake. We have to step on the brake a little bit, because even when we are driving the car stops once in a while. In the traffic, you got to stop. Or sometimes in our case, there's no time to stop. And we have download down that we cannot stop. Yes, we can.
Yeah.
I tell you guys, we can, because I have. You can stop that brake for a few minutes in the traffic, go get yourself a lollipop and come back into the car. Literally, that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
There are some people who have this tendency that they do one thing all the time. I have to crave for things to eat, right? I have to crave for it. There's only one thing that I eat every day that I cannot stop. Fufu. I eat every day, no matter what. But you really have to give yourself that balance. You need the negative, positive to get light. So if you do all the positive, how do you get a light? You need a little bit of negative. And what we call the negative is resting. We are half for. Those are the things that we need to balance. It's not a go. And as a woman, we already have the go. We have to really try to give ourselves that break. And our children doesn't help us get the break. Our husbands don't help us get the break. The company that we work for doesn't help us get the break, because the more you do, the more they demand.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a good worker, they will call you every minute, every second when you are off. And then we forget that the money that we are making, when you make more overtime, you get less money. It took me years to realize that. Years. Yes. I gotta leave you for a minute. Thank you very much.
Actually, she's in love with you.
Oh yeah, I love you. I love you too. I love you too. Because this is the truth, that we, the old people, are not telling the young people.
Yes, we've said that many times.
But then how far does it go? Now that I've got this, I'm gonna spread it as wild as.
No,
I
it's
speak
a big.
I speak like 10 keys.
My comment that I use said we come from the land of Katasumu Mwasumpenifo.
That's right.
They didn't tell us.
Yes, and it becomes the norm. And they say, "Oh, how do you say yellow? How do you say yellow?" Until they get now, can how do you say yellow? Because when you go home, everything that is happening over there is disgusting. You can't talk about it, but it's okay. Well, we didn't know before, but now we know that this will give us a break and we'll be stronger. So why wouldn't us, why wouldn't it take it and run with it? So we're gonna take it and run with it, and sister. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll tell you a funny story. I have a place in Ashama, the most populated city in Accra. I hate the place like crazy. Just hate it. But my mom wants to stay there. So I bought a house there. She's dead. And I have the house. I'm making a place that you can come and sit down and teach people.
Oh.
Just teach people. So every year with this, we can send 1 or 2 people to go and do a symposium because this we need to get our people to understand. We need to read for the sake of our children. That's all we need to do. Just read it. You know, not the ones that are going to give you a heart attack. Yes, you people. No.
Hey,
Please, there are so many things that are going to make us okay. And I really appreciate it. You go on. I have another
message.
Americans are waiting for me on my phone. So I'm gonna go talk to them, but I'll be right back. Thank you.
Hey. Yeah, I swear.
Okay. Okay. So, feel like everything needs to be perfect? Well, it is not. Miss Perfectionista. That's a word you came up with. Perfectionista.
Perfectionist.
Yeah. We have all been there, haven't we? Do not sweat it. You cannot be in control all the time. It is okay to have a messy house. It means your house is a home. It is lived in. The children will grow up and leave home. Enjoy them now, messes and all. Do not be a perfect mother. Be kind to yourself. Yeah, and in this case, it's usually us women who do the shaming when things like that happens. Like when someone comes to your home and it's messy.
If you poto or bafu.
Yeah. Oba, onye bapa, we cry when you be our.
My word.
When I'm frying something, I wear long sleeves and then I'm standing like 1,000 meters away.
Yes,
Because I don't want to get burned.
a bit to show.
Yeah, gloss.
You got to be quite because Paul now about when he's like Paul, you know.
Skin, no.
I have so much gloves. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to take care of ourselves.
My skin is not that good, so I'm always fat. Funny.
Because crow because banana in a chrono a in a bubble now pie night. Who's had there no, you know.
Yeah.
Your skin.
I think now we feel like the more you make yourself tired, like even that's when we are back when there are napkins. Like what is that kind of thinking?
Run away from the oil. Run away from the oil. And that's what they are calling whopa. Yes.
No, seriously, our problems, but
Yeah. But I'm going to ask again, like in the case where you find yourself with a man like that, so typical, how do you go about delegating? Like practically, like what do you do?
Well, you do what you can on the days that you can't do it. No, so where jai or being so because we expectation is so your bow no who fee until you do everything. So I bring also quite your money be and everybody has to pull their weight, carry their weight.
Playing a superhero is, showing people that I can do this is not my thing. I want you to find me for who I am. So I can even portray as if I don't even know how to cook, for me to see if you will cook for me. Yeah, so I don't care. Me when I do know how to cook, but I don't bother. Me, I will do it for you. So my ex, he knows how to cook very well. The man I'm dating now, he's super in the kitchen. I will do it. Unless I want to,
Oh,
nobody force me. Yes, I do what I want.
so it's good to not be fake in the beginning. I mean, when you're dating, you have
Exactly.
to.
I said
We
we are
don't.
too much of people's pleaser. We want to please too much, and by the end of
Yes,
the day, they get burnt. I'm not gonna do that.
and it's all because of
We have
this
power
desperate
there.
need to be
Yeah.
married. Yes.
I want to read Miss Aisha's comment because I was laughing hard about it. So my friend does not allow her children to sit in her living area. And I told her the house is for the children and not her visitors. She wants her house to be like a showroom. Many are the homes that I've gone to in my time. You see the place where everybody can sit, and then you see the place with the I mean, I don't even know the
Ahimpokonya.
things like British and Konya Bines.
Ahimpokonya.
Like, you know, hello,
Yeah.
what is the point? What is the point of
Some
all
have it,
that?
and they don't even sit. Some have it, they don't even sit on it. So you are not allowed. It's just for
Mhm.
decoration. The same
Mm.
as our mothers have Paris bowls on their whatever
Worry
they
for
never use.
plastic, like so.
Your
Oh my
party,
God.
yeah. Hey, yeah, but no.
Da benda.
Oh.
Yeah, as I was saying before, when we get into any kind of relationship, I think that communication is key. We leave that out and we try to impress either. We don't talk about the important issues.
No,
We go
we
along
should try to
and
be.
hope. We don't think beyond like the dating process. All we think about is getting married and not beyond it. What would happen? Or
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, we don't do that. And I
There's
think
no
that
serious conversation.
no, there's no serious
Yeah.
conversation at all. And we need to do that. We need to so
Yeah.
we don't find ourselves in such situations where the man would want you
And
to
that's
be
what I
wiping
say
off.
more. I said, "Man, nah, but girls are bread."
It's like it's like I was watching this lady on the video who was trying to please a man so much to the point of buying a sum of wristwatch for the man, and then when the man got married to someone else, she was saying, "Oh, you have to bring me back my watch or something," and I was like, "Me,
Why?
it's like we want
That's
to please so
pettiness.
much because we
Yeah,
forget
you are
ourselves."
trying to buy his love.
Exactly. So
You can't
everything has
buy.
to be conditioned on us. And then when we ended up get burning, we are blaming somebody else, refusing to see the fault in us, the role we play.
Mhm.
I ain't not buying no, I ain't not using no my money. I want to enjoy my expensive car. I should use over $5,000 to buy a wristwatch for a man. For what? You see,
I
I
think for
don't get it.
myself.
You know,
She's
You
in
love
love.
me, I'll buy for me. I'll buy for me.
yeah.
Anyway, because I think that it will be difficult if you already find yourself married to someone who expects you to be wiping off his sweat while he eats.
Oh my gosh.
Because-
Wow, but
and I'm
if
sure that
you are doing it, if from the beginning you are doing it, then if the person is complaining, I said, what you portray, what you sell yourself to be,
Mhm.
is the way you get sold to.
Mhm.
Right? And we seem to forget all that aspect, and we want to just please. Ghanaians are so much of people's pleasers. We just want to please. And if the fault is not coming anymore, we don't want to sit down and question ourselves. Which way did I play? What role did I play? What did I do? How is it
it's always
like? We
something.
don't do it also. We just, and then we question, we blame. If we can be true,
Yeah.
we have to be truthful to ourselves. Who are you?
Yeah.
Be truthful. Who are you? I am me or me.
Mama Joe, we don't know. We don't do that.
No.
We've been taught
in
something, right? Our mothers did it, and they didn't tell us the whole story. And so we're also continuing. And it's not good for us. It's not working for us. Look, we've all been there. And Kolani so sorry, Saturday, doing the chuchu oh yeah, way. And we say, come on, you know what? If I wake up and I want to do it, I'll do it. If I don't feel like it, oh well, you know.
It's my house.
Like I said, if I wake up and I don't do anything in my kitchen, I haven't done anything and I have to eat. So I intentionally leave a glass or a plate. So I have to wash to tell myself I did something. But all those things are things that we pass through, and which is so hard on us. But at the same time, we still have to do us rather than trying to, you fake too much. The fake behavior is too much. Oh, I'm perfect. Now you're too much, and it's also part of that. What we are going through. It's also part of it.
It's true. For me, where I learned to love myself, it was, I think, by accident, because it was where I had my first child, and I was 20 years old. So I was lucky in that aspect, because I was 20, and the midwife was the one who told me about these things. A lot of things that I do was from her. She says, don't kill yourself. So everything I plan with me also in mind. You know? Yeah. We need to have that plan, but you're planning such that it's not going to hurt you in the process. When you're helping someone, or you're doing stuff for your children in such a way that, so I teach my kids to be independent really early in life, because I want my rest too. I don't just feed them every problem you're solving for them, because I feel every instance is a teaching opportunity, or an opportunity to learn something. That's how I always look at it. So the tough love starts quite quick in my house. Yeah.
I want to read Mr. Messner's comment. He says we need to assist our children to live their life and own their life. Don't start if you can't continue.
Yes. Don't start if you can't continue.
You see, this is what we've noticed. Me, on the other hand, without not working with children, I felt like you have to do everything for children from the beginning. Yeah. Now I have to start working at the school, and I think the first week I was so confused, because the kindergarten, when I was in the kindergarten class, I realized that we lay everything down and we want them to wear it themselves. I didn't get it. I was, they're wasting time. How are they going to do? I was confused. So I think I would take them and be doing it for them. Then the next day, I took the Catholic and then I read again. So I allowed them to do it. Just show them step 1, step 2, and they are doing it. Yes. So now I go by the students. Step 1, step 2, and I was you get it? They follow the instructions. They were doing missing. Yeah. That's what, if I see these children missing, once I get there's your local number 1, step 2, and then next, and then gradually except those that are extra slow, that need a little assistance. But some of them are even doing it because it's competition. Now, I collect the 5, or be 5. One shall carry a man, when your mind is here from the beginning, and it has come to affect us, because opening dining by one can send in a day and so opening see baby Scott more when the baby is 1.5, one can send you at times some of them, they are 6 months and they put the things there and want the child to do it themselves. But now the other, you're feeding your money, feeding your money.
I'm a Ajua, you won't kill me today, okay? Just the abwash answer for me. Not only do I wear long sleeve, but I even wear turtlenecks, eating hot porridge because one time I tried to take a drop of porridge landed on top of one of the let's not mess. Ajua.
From the beginning.
Yeah, I think that's what translates to adulthood, where we feel like everything is someone's responsibility.
Yes.
Everything has to be a routine, and once the child follows the routine, they grow with it. Now, you're trying my 6, 7, and so on. I'll be my shed up, man, the band no forma. I collect the bay for no money no for. So those kind of things that we did, it has affected us in a way.
So, me when I first came to Canada, time and my papa no now there was a lady that they knew. She was a French Canadian lady. No, me in our Montreal. So me say, "Hona, you me want to know." The time that I go to Canada, no, a friend of my papa from Ghana was visiting this lady. And he knew me fi Ghana, my for Nigerian Airways. Abedu New York, Pilgrim Airlines. Pilgrim Airlines said me be fi New York ne. Abedu e me net to ejame. Me na me hwehwe. Yeah, late. Me hwehwe obi. I'm seeing I'm in a strange place in the Black American papa be chian na me assistance come me na me dey call. And I went on a later flight, you know. My papa down for Broni be omo ebe Shiami airport. When him say mama no first week na me wo ho no. Or pentem kra chese me no me too kwa the culture shop. Or pentem kra ma me fifie ho. Oh ma chese show initiative and go and look for a job. Yeah. Because I have we all know what do you know? What am I say? It did not you know I may share a nanny or living position CB. In the case, I happen to say my cousins, they happen to be this way to me. True, but I couldn't say, well, hey, just come to any. Me told me a Greyhound ticket in a poor me fee ho. Just that first week, no, but this is how life is here. Say on theater, no, say you should be, and this is somebody I want to. You haven't found all of a sudden, you say in a week's time, no. Compare Juma Koyese. They say no, dear, I get it. But that time, wow.
Because I maybe office to secondary school now. If your mother doesn't have a business and you are supporting, you practically don't know anything about job. Now, so I ran in level 12. Like I said, my son is 10 and his money is already prepared. He can't wait to get to the library. And now I can medicine called library. Uncle Yejuma. You see, you have to put it. But we have to get our children involved. But at the same time, you say your children, just until people are saying, hey, sorry, if you're not impressed, don't even say
it's 5 minutes.
I'm losing the point.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes.
4 minutes to commercial.
5 minutes to the next break.
Okay, so why don't we go and then when we come back, I'll read.
Mr. Marcus, Obama Bassa. So, okay, well, let's see, where are we? Let's go. Yay. Auntie Vic, we'll blow chunk. Okay. So there it is. You can find reflections. You see reflections. Hey, the beauty of a woman start on at www.innovibooks.com. So
Okay.
yeah, okay, yeah, you to
So
make up.
I'll
continue.
go. Okay. All right. So the next paragraph it says, feel envious of or
Envious.
happy towards other women who seem to have it all. Stop right there. What do you have? Are you packaging it well? Take a hard look at yourself. Learn to love yourself. Project that confidence of self love outward, and the world will smile at and with you. Women need to stop being bitchy. Oops, did I say that? Yes, you did. Be bitchy towards one another.
Yep.
Grow yourself and empower another woman. We owe it to ourselves to raise a generation of confident young women, not fight each other. We need to build a sisterhood, not tear it down with venom. Do the work and grow. Be kind to yourself. Sometimes we have stuff that we don't even know. We have
Mhm.
things or gifts that we don't know. And could it be one of the reasons why people are become envious, like without reason or without cause? Because I know sometimes it's like lack of self confidence too can play a role in that, right? But reading from this one, it also tells me that when you are unaware of what you have, Auntie, yeah,
Yeah. Well, me, all I've ever seen is women who want to be weird and strange because you are not doing what they are doing. You are
mm,
not doing a workhorse like they are. You are not being docile and timid and or like they don't want you to be yourself. There's a certain
Yeah.
way that you've been scripted into, when you
right,
do something and you move away from the mold and they say you are something else, into you are somebody who has to be castigated, fear the or no feel so your wine, blah blah
yeah,
blah blah, or kyerɛ no ho, ɔbaa deɛ ɔtwe mu tan a, like there
yeah,
was something. Sometimes when I look at some of these things going on Facebook, I just go and listen because I want to see. I know
The
I say
mentality of how, yeah.
yes, I know I say it, but I want to go and listen to how low people are going. Now, there's
right,
this book going on with some women, and then somebody went and wrote, a man, look at her, husbandless girl, BB, and then I'm sitting there thinking it's a value
that's an
dependent
insult.
because yeah, and so that's how we think,
Yeah.
like really. Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
very it's very it's disturbing. It is so disturbing. It's so
Yeah.
disturbing. We don't, we don't, you have to be aware that there's an awareness factor. And if you
Mhm.
are not aware or you don't start to find it, now did and then you start to tell yourself, no, I think I can do better than this. There's more to me. Let me find
Right,
out what it is.
yeah,
And there are people who are so afraid because of again, how we've been socialized. Oh, there be
mhm,
media. There's somebody, they are very good at designing or pamadi, or you say, oh, there be me so me. The thing that they have to do to to put themselves out there, no, oh, me very
mm.
cool. And then they are unhappy.
Yeah, cry me
Oh,
very auntie.
me kunu say mama nye say say nti me to me nye this. I will have to go and take this 2 months training, but or sisi kenti na o ho. No, so you don't push.
You
Into
don't find a way.
adwene a bi a nso bɛsese wo sika nkakra na woboaboa no so that you are
Yeah,
not being led into ukunu, so you go and do it regardless. Oh, ɔte hɔ. Woka kyerɛ obi say, oh, me, I had to know, say, book a metro no. Me crew necessarily may not understand me or what I'm about. Into a nyɛ dea mekɔ akɔfa me sika de ayɛ. I have to do it despite whatever. Oh, obi wɔ hɔ a, oh, ɔbaa bɔne. And until because look, unu kunu, you were born at different times. As I say, you will know you both have look, you are together, but you all have something you came to do. You all have something that you came to do. So you better be doing it. Na bebree na wari o na mekunu si o na wari afei ebedu mrebe na nkola na nyine omo kɔ. Then what do you do? What do you do? Look, a lot of people are dying inside slowly. We need to find out who we are. May the best see her.
As you said, no, awareness, no, is very key, because sometimes the naysayers, let's say your husband, is not saying no because they want to bring you down. I mean, there are two kinds. Some would want to say no just so you don't go ahead of them or whatever, with evil intentions. But it's not all the time that they have an evil intention. You are the one with your vision. You are the one with your purpose. They don't know it. They don't have it. So they don't have that deal for it. So they don't see it as you see it. So if you depend on them to push you, then you're going to be wherever you are. They might not have evil intentions, but you're the one carrying whatever. So you have to push yourself and learn to develop, because you can't empower other women if not empowered. They say that you can't give what you don't have. Oh, Shyla is muted. Shyla,
Elliot.
your
Yeah,
take
here we go. My take on
on
My
the
take
paragraph I read about
oh yeah, like as
learning to
I
empower yourself and then someone else. I mean, another woman.
well, it's the Auntie Vic mentioned something earlier, way before you read it. She said the husband had to ask her to go get a spoon, even though she know the spoon was right behind him. He still wants somebody to pick it. If you are a pleaser, you want to every day do that. So until you speak, the person doesn't know he's even abusing you. You are just doing and doing, and you are not saying anything. So the person, our men would just be sitting there and be enjoying it. After all, yeah, African man, I'm enjoying my glory. So just keep serving me. So it's your duty to say, you know what, get up and take it to yourself too. There is nothing wrong with that. You see,
Right.
we only want. I will give an example on a discussion that we had on the radio station last time. A woman who was complaining about how the husband is sleeping with her so much. So the woman was actually saying it's too much, and what can he do? And then, unfortunately, to my surprise, majority of the people were saying, "Oh, no, you're serious. Oh, be baby, oh, you crying. On your command." Oh, you see, those are the things. Oh, we are not thinking about the person who is complaining that, hey, right? It's me too much. All we say is, oh no, oh baby, oh yeah, be around. You see, we
That is all that we have on the mind. That is all that we have on the mind. That's why some of these people even Sister Sika was talking about some of these things. They stay in these relationships. The man is using them. Maybe on your dream or no more. You speak no to us or to hunty because of a yinti.
Until I called in and I said, come on, that's a human body. Our body needs to be maintained. Even if you have your car, you want to polish. That's what it makes sense. We have to. You don't keep quiet simply because. And I'm telling you, if you want to hear people's mind, the answer they give at sometimes I think I was, God, are we ever gonna get it? You know, some people are banana serious. But be complaining. Do you think about the reason why the person is complaining? Rather than thinking that's more serious, you know?
Aisha, Yanka, Mr. G, come, Aisha, Amajo, Yanka, Mr. G, come and Mr. G, Akwaba. Anyone who doesn't like their wives is evil and want their women to depend on them for salt, parts, needle, pepper. What about if the man is sick or dead?
Oh, you see? So I agree.
No problem. Thank you. But see, Sister Aisha say, run your own race and hold yourself with grace is what I'm taking home with me. Yes.
Yes.
If you see another woman cry and you admire them, you know, sometimes there's little helps that we can give each other. We said also about now any brain etc. Mommy when you too know why don't you approach me? Hey, I've seen you doing this and this. How do you do it? I've been thinking of also doing this. Ask. They will show you. But near far home tiny who and any you know, concerning and envy know the society, you know. That cycle, you know, is so negative. You know, we feed on negativity, pull him down syndrome. Obi ya DNA can say, hey, what are you? You're looking good. You know, you look good today. That color suits you. At the end, higher. Like, what is our problem?
What is someone near soon as you be one? My body is so being used, and no one say yeah, all this
Look, Amajo, do you know that there's ladies who come and sit on the radio and this is all they discuss on how to sleep with a man, because that is all that the Ghanaian woman is that is all that they are good for. That is all marriage.
It's very disappointing. It's heartbreaking. For a very long time, I was out. But now, after I take time to listen and hear some of the conversations, most of the time when people are calling to give their opinion, I just tell them I'm marking.
There's some feedback on
Not me, not from my end. It's very quiet over here. Most of the time, I take pen and paper. And I'm just marking and I'm marking. And then by the end of the day, I find out that it's just one or two is what makes sense with me. Then I'll think, hey, that's me. So I think it's really hard. Anyway, Auntie Vic is back. I want to hear from Auntie Vic.
Yeah.
And now you obia wokoda can who say whatever you know within yourself, and every woman is different. Some people grew up with stepmothers, some people grew up with their parents, and everybody is different. It took me a long time to learn this. Everybody different perspective from where he's coming. But then actually you know, oh, because sister ya ni say, na sister ya ni say. This I got your pradia or kasa problem. It's no can say. We enter the same house. There are some people who are drunken, two parents who were drunks, who fight all the time, who were alcoholic. There are some people who never thought that the children should eat, or you know. So, and here we are coming to merge the whole thing together. How do we do it? It's very difficult. What do you think is beautiful? What I think is beautiful, you think is ugly. What do you think I think is ugly? So it's all coming from the different perspective that we have come, or what we have low down since we were kids. So let me give you a short story. You see me, I'm gonna send you a whole lot of pictures of mine. I call myself a very beautiful woman who lives on a very magnificent planet with magnificent people all around me. I see every human being that way. Well, Miss Yang, we can don't think I'm too smart. Okay? And you know, with this perspective, no, How do you take it? Then you realize, say, Obia meant to say, another thing is, me, I see me a before, because if I say it is going to happen, if I pray for it, it's going to happen. Into me a before, fine by me. And here's what I tell people. I tell people, say, the word be what be is good. And can kind of say, ah, yeah, oh, yeah, we fita. So it's good for me. But people who never heard this, they said, be people, Obia, yes, smart, will reassert me. How do we match that? How do we learn that out? What do I want to take? What do I want? There are some people who are doing the wrong thing. When you tell them, say, that's the way I want it, and I want it that way, you back off. Because that's the way the people want it. So you just step out and let them do it their own way till they come out. Another good story. Maybe about my own child. This is my own story, so I can tell it to anyone. Oba, I'll say, man, I don't see you as a mother. I don't see you as an auntie. I see you as some woman because I lived with my grandmother for 7 years. Right? And now I'm here and you are trying to be a mother. So you never be a mother. But gradually I became a mother because manta for me in Sanon. She realized that I was a mother. So all the time, no, bring yourself down and come to that person's level. Whatever those people are saying and doing, no, they have a problem. Meet them halfway where they are coming from. What is your story? What did you go through? Whatever you went through, what you are showing right now, how can I help you? That's what we have to do for our women. Every woman who is being prostitute, a bitch, a this and that, have an issue from the day he was born till the day she was born till where she is right now. How do we meet that person and embrace him and say, sister, I don't give a shit, pardon my French, whatever you have, you are my sister. What can we do to help you? That's where we are right now. And can go back and say, Chomanyaba.
Are you?
You couldn't have said it any better.
Comments.
Okay.
I'm done. May that be good news.
I say, well said. Anyway, say, it's flexible, yet life and backgrounds are not static. There are dynamics that affect our parents. Yeah. As you said, anti-Vic, so what then we always like prescribing how other people should live their lives. Busybody syndrome, too much. We have to allow people to be. Everybody is different.
Respect listen people no men can say na wusu then how it na wusu say so you know hard.
But you can just take the last paragraph. Me, I wrap it up. For the rest, you can get the book.
Oh, we have to wrap up too. Yeah, so if you want to know everything that Auntie Ya wrote on this topic, please get the book. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, get the book. Okay, so let's take the last paragraph and we'll wrap up. Whatever we do, we must not succumb to the tyranny of the urgent. Do not sacrifice what is important for what is urgent, if possible. Some things are best left for another day. We cannot do it all. It is okay not to be a superwoman. It is okay to be a regular woman, foibles and all. I'll do what I can, but not perfect. I am giving myself permission to be kind to me. You do the same, dear woman. Take the pressure, breathe. It is okay. Do not sacrifice what is important for what is urgent. And what I can think about is spending quality time with your children other than doing house chores that can be done another day.
Yeah.
And the children, they go fast eat. So that's one example I can give. And Auntie Vic wants to share. So
Okay. So I'll give you a little gist of myself. I was so blessed. I run my transport business in Ghana. I have drivers. I travel a lot. My children have they were stealing food and giving it to everybody in the area, right? So I think I was the driver to drive you to school, have everything. After the end of everything, when the children were grown up and married and everything, we had a Thanksgiving dinner at the senior boys' house. So the question was, "Pensia, enti wukrano? E dey me pa na me ye na e ma wani je ye." O si o ma. Enye time na ye trade fair na o fi London buy o be fa ye. Enti o say, "Ah, I don't know say London buy e be fa ye trade fair no." Pa kweja. Na also now my heart is breaking. These are children who in that them in Ghana. They have to come from London. Okay, they have a driver that take them shopping. When we want to go to shopping, Christmas time, our school open at the Arabian Hotel where they sell with dollars. Nobody said anything about that. But I don't know. I mean, the woman called trade fair. No, so just be careful. More mothers, no. Be very careful what you are doing with the children. Nike, you know, that time that you spend with them, you know, and what I can't tell them back.
Yes, that is true.
You know, fruit cake, and almost pay. On the do a roche, how be on top of cake. Send on pempo. Send on pempo, me, $2. And head talk. When you watch what you are doing with them. You take them to the park, walk with them. I know first I come fair, no, I buy it. See, that's all you got. Oh, me over 70, me can't tell them. When you to hold on,
it's true. It is true. It's so true. Yeah. Thank you.
It's very true. I don't even remember places that we went to, like we went to boutiques and stuff like that. Places that my father took us to. I don't remember because I don't care anyway.
Yeah.
But things that you enjoyed and when I miss him, those are the things I miss. Not
Because no, you're calling chroma. You know, say you are going to have fun because of the Aquacrena will drive to Obuasi AGC Club near Cotinet and chilling and just there's always something fun to do.
Right.
And I know so there was a time them see teenagers they do vacation now or but then Nadam Fubi. Dr. Danso Dapa Pumno are driving here to Kumasi. My girls, my boys, we went to spend some time there. It was fun. I said, okay, so many times, I can say Christmas, not Kumasi, and or that side, you enjoy it. There's always something, and yet anything, but just being there, and meeting people, walking around, you kind of say city slicker, or cross into then you'll be out, be a reno, walking around.
The thing is,
right.
The thing is, Ukutan Kalanketwa, not almost school, primary school stage. Now, almost the almost the baby, they all try about their life and what they do. No, I'm checking what they like. They will talk about whatever trip you have with them, what they fun stuff, and then no much go. And what now? Where they are yes.
Minka Mamle commenting, saying something very important. Also, I think talking to them and having an open door policy is good also. I always explain why I do things or what what how do you maintain? Eventually, they come out to say something positive about why they will agree to my decision. Else, it makes them feel you don't like them. That is why you do some things or make
Not
certain
harm.
decisions.
How many times do you
Yeah,
unharm him?
yeah. We don't. Yeah, you can't do this. Yeah, church or move. Why they won't explain because you feel say me a penalty. Why should I explain my decisions to you? But Hano, if you're going to adopt that mentality, no, your kids will be listening to other people out there. You need to engage in a conversation, even if you don't agree with what they say. They also have opinions. Because your upbringing, no, it's not
Yeah.
very helpful. Some of these things, some of us
No, put it
in the
on.
old school, no, and at times we can refuse the rigid mentality. Do this, do that. If you don't do, no,
Thank you.
your children grow up, and they you have to help them to be adults. Let them go. Why don't
So
Yeah, wrapping up.
that's what I want to tell
Young
you.
corner. Let's go and
We
enjoy the rest of the evening.
don't know how to pat ourselves in the back that we've done a good deed. Okay, I'm not saying that people are not doing it because they don't want to do it, but people are not doing it because they don't know how to do it. But I really appreciate you for starting this for all the women to know. So you leave a footprint and the others come and step into it. So thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you for
I do
coming.
this
Thank you for
because when
joining.
I
We
really
enjoy
this,
you today.
you know, may it touch your spirit and the God within you. That's why I'm doing that. It's not that I'm not a Christian, but I'm a Christian and I'm a Muslim. I'm a Buddhist and all together. So I'm called Buddhist Christian, which is so beautiful because it entails with everything. And that's what we have to do. Because right now, what I'm realizing is like Sister YAA'S doing, step it up to some other. Don't wait till you come here before you preach. I preach like crazy. You know, I can see somebody in some guy called me from Dubai. And I saw you talk to somebody on the platform for 2 seconds and it changed my life. 2 seconds. How can that change your life? And he said, Auntie, it was exactly what I was looking for, and you said it. So it tweaked everything for me. So tweak everybody's life. With this, let's tweak everybody's life. Don't be afraid. Say if you take it and use it, good. If you think you are a witch, fine by me. You know, if you think you are talking to a person, so who cares? You know, but at least there are some people who are really hungry for this that we need to really wrap it up. And I have some few people. I know I have somebody called Sister Nanama. She works with Pentagon. She will like this. You know, but she's gone on vacation right now. I'll call her. So thank you so much. May God bless you. And may you hit the place where you hit to give this in all of us. Because women, and I appreciate this Mother's Day, because men or the whole world is realizing who we are and what we can do. If we can come together, we can help this generation move way ahead. And today, every woman on this platform, what I have to say to you, divide your age into two. Whatever you are, no, don't laugh. Divide it into two. Believe in what you are doing and feel it with your body. And the universe is going to give you that strength. You know what? Right now, I don't want to tell you my age. I'm like 35. Okay? My son is 51, but I'm 35. Okay? So let's do this. Yeah. Happy Mother's Day to you guys.
Thank you. Bye. I'll talk to you about Whitehorse, okay?
Okay.
Auntie, I mute now.
Who's it? Hello?
You are muted.
Oh.
Hello, I can hear you now.
Okay. And you're wrapping up where?
Yeah. So Shyla can also go and then you can finish it off. Seems she's
Shyla, very busy.
Amajo. Hey.
So how many lovers do I have over there?
All of them.
Anyway, Amajo, I don't know why you're busy. We've been here talking about How much you wrap it up? Let me read.
Oh, Auntie Vic. Sure.
Wrap up.
Yeah.
Auntie Vic, sure, money about.
Wrap up.
I
Wrap
love you
up.
so much.
Wrap up, Nianko.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate
We
you.
have like
I
3
think you made
minutes.
the show. You made the show very, very, very much on fire. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to you all, ladies. And join us again.
Yes.
So we've been here talking about be kind to yourself. If you're a woman, you're a human being. You deserve to give yourself a break. You deserve to do what will make you grow as a person. Sometimes you invest a lot in other people and you forget about yourself, but take time out. You can't do everything. Don't place people's expectations on yourself. Honor your own expectations. That's what I can say. Like, honor your own expectations. Create your own goals that you strive towards. It's not what other people are forcing you to do. Or this person is a wife, they are doing that, so that is what you should do. Stand up for yourself and do what is right for you. Don't be a people pleaser. Honor yourself and grow. And we've heard a lot today. We've been given a lot of sage advice. No pun intended, Miss Sage. Sage advice from Auntie Vic and a lot of other comments that we have heard today. So I hope that you've all been blessed. And we'll be back next week. On Tuesday, I'll be on with Practical Nyamisem. We're going to be talking about what is in a name. So all of some of the interesting names that we get given by our parents, and then we'll be looking at some examples too from the Bible. So that is Tuesday at 6:30. And then on Thursday at 6:30, Joe and I will be on. We don't know what topic yet, but if we're coming in, there'll be a notification on Facebook. So thank you all. Thank you, Ya. God bless everyone. Who was on here today? Mamle, Missy, Mr. Ansa, Mr. Mensa, Mr. G, Aisha. If I've missed Ajodo, thank you all very much for coming and joining us. We appreciate you. Again, the books are Reflections for a Thirsty Soul. That is still on Amazon. You can get that one on Amazon for, what do you call it? The Beauty of a Woman's Heart in books is where you can find it. So I thank you all. Good night. Take care.